Hi, it's Adele from Get Gorgeous. Let's do a Pilates workout, and this is for Gorgeous Kate. She's asked me to put a workout together for her based on tight hips and strengthening tummy muscles. Let's make ourselves warm. Pilates swings. Climb up onto your toes, heels down. Up onto your toes, heels down. Couple more of those. Now take the legs wide, keep the hands above you, bend your knees out over your toes, come down, over to the right, come down to the floor, over to the left. Stay in your lovely legs, stay strong in your thighs. Keep the knees pressing out. Now bring the hands to the centre and push and draw back, moving into my lovely plant and draw back, push and draw back. Let's do that on the other side. Take the arms across and draw back. Can you see that the movement is coming from your waist? Can you feel that? Move from the waist. Bend the knees, lift the arms, circle over to the right. Stay in the legs, circle over to the left. Keep your spine beautifully long. Good, let's do that one more time. Hands to chest, push to the right, and as you pull back, lift your toes. Drop your shoulders and breathe. Lovely. One more. Now take your hands over to the other side, soft in the shoulders, pull back, lift the toes, breathe out and keep your shoulders down. Good, nice little warm up. Come into the middle. Let's do some stretches. Left arm in the air, right foot to right hand, and then take the knee back and lift your thighs high as you feel comfortable. Open up the shoulder. Let's make this a little harder. Front palm up. Chest up, right knee in line with right hip, and open through your chest. Then let the foot go and take it into that wonderful stretch. How far can you tip? Let's do that on the other side. Right arm in the air, left foot to left hand, knees start together, level 1. Take the knee back, level 2. Drop the right arm. Where can you take this stretch? Keep squaring the hips, holding the posture. Then make it more advanced. Take the palm out, lift your chest and push the knee to the side. Hold it, open and let the foot go. Lift the arms, feel the stretch. Magnificent. Bring the hands to the front of the thighs, draw the chin to the chest. Roll down to the floor with bent knees, straighten your legs, bend your knees and come onto your mat. Pilates band. Put the band over your thumbs, knuckles over the top, and pull the band to your chest. So we'll just do a little bit of work with the band, a little bit of resistance training. You could use hand weights, or you don't have to use anything at all. Pull the band to your chest and make contact with your chest. Make sure you can feel the band so that you know that you're in line. Then pause and pull the band behind you. Again, so the band touches your upper back. You want the shoulder to do the movement rather than shifting your whole body. Pull your tummy in, tuck your tailbone under. Can you do another set of those? I thought you could. Band to chest, right across the chest. The band helps to tell you the line right across your body, helps you with your alignment as well as the resistance. Then take the hands above you and touch your upper back. Breathe out. Pull your tummy muscles in. Feel the strength of your upper back. Make sure it is your upper back and not your neck, or even the tops of your shoulders. Okay? Feel strong. Ribs down. Take the band to one side. Shake out your hands. Roll your shoulders and come onto your hands and knees. Spread the fingers so the shoulder lines up with the middle of the hand, and lift one arm. Lift. I hope you can see from my fingers all the way back to my toes. Toes are flexed. Other side. Good. So have we got a good view of that line? Fingers to heels. Superb. Nice long neck. So that's your level one. That's the sagittal plane. I'd like you to hold the foot and the arm and bring the hand to the knee and drive to the diagonal. Hand to knee, drive to the diagonal. Keep your hips square and on the floor. Facing the floor, not on the floor. Pause and now advance it. Bend the back knee. Hand on lower back. Let your proprioceptors work out what you're doing. So your palm goes on your lower back. Good. Then hold that posture. Either on the lower back or find your foot. Roll the shoulder back. Lift the hip. Great. Hold it. Lift through that bottom hand. And rest. Pose of a child. Breathe out. Inhale, climb up and move to the other diagonal. Bring the hand under the body. Touch the knee and lift up through the shoulder. Diagonal and back. Good. And then advance that move. Bend to the knee. Hand on lower back. I hope you can see how still I'm being. This is my core strength, holding me still. So I'm not wobbling, I'm holding it really still. Bring the hand to the foot and hold that posture. Lift the shoulder, lift the back hip. How much opening can you get across the body? Coming right down onto the mat. Pose of a child. And then elbows underneath you, feet on the floor, tummy muscles in, pull the belly button to spine, let the belly button drop. Belly button to spine, belly button drop. Climb up onto your knees, line your nose up with your thumbs and roll down. So that's a level 2. Press your shoulder blades flat to your back. So what I see a lot of is people rounding their shoulders or making the lower back too lordotic, or I'll see people push back. So the perfect way to do this, flatten your shoulders, line it up, nose in line with thumbs will stop you from rolling back, and keeping your ear, shoulder and hip in line. Level 3, as you've seen, right up on the toes. The plank is one of the best exercises you can do for your core, but it is only one exercise. It's only an isometric contraction. What about eccentric, concentric? You need the whole variety of Pilates moves. So I hope you can see the whole length of my spine. You've got a good view of that line from ear, shoulder, right down through the hip to the toes. Perfect. Now lie down on the floor, take the arms forward, palms down, lift one arm. So the fingers line up with the shoulders drop and your head will be on your towel. Level 1 is just your arms. Level 2 opposite arm and leg, and level 3, head, arm and leg. Breathe out. Breathe out. Tighten the tummy. Breathe out. 2 more. And come into the pose of a child. Turn onto your side and place your towel between your head and your arm. Some people feel that they need another towel underneath their hip. Lift the top leg. This is a deep abdominal exercise. So feel it in your deep abdominal. It's not a back exercise and it's not a leg exercise. Think of the biomechanics. What you're doing is you're making the leg the lever, and the lever and the fulcrum to that lever is your deep abdominal. Second and third finger, find your hip bone, step your fingers in, gently cough, and that will reveal a very deep muscle. It is called the Gadoin muscle because it goes Gadoin, technical Latin term. Pull it in. It's also known as the transverse abdominis. Then lift both legs and you will really feel the power of your deep abdominal working hard. Work on lifting your waist. See how low my legs are. This is an abdominal exercise. It's not a leg and it's not a back. Pull it in, lift it, putting your hand on your thigh is your level 3. Level 1 is 1 leg. Level 2 is 2 legs. Level 3, look mum, no support. Rest. Bend your knees. This is the hardest exercise of all for runners. Anyone that does a lot of walking, running, tight hips. Kate and I, tight hips. So this is really painful for us because you're opening up your hip and you're working your glute max and your glute medius, your stabilizers. It's called the clam. The side of your feet are together and your knee hopefully will turn up to the ceiling. Mine does it eventually when I'm warm. So you hold it, and if you want more, you separate your knee and your foot. Good, we'll do that on the other side. Have you got that burn going on in your bum? So rest, bring the knee to the floor to recover, feel the stretch, and then take it over to the other side. Start with straight legs. Put the towel between your head and your arm, and maybe another towel underneath your hip. Hand in front of your chest, tummy muscles really strong and connected. Lift your waist and drop your ribs. Level 1, 1 leg. Level 2, both legs. Do you remember the Gadoin muscle? Can't forget it now. Pull it in. Second and third finger, find your hip. Pull that muscle in. Yes, you can. You're in control. This muscle only works when you ask it to. So the exercise is not going to do it. You're going to think about it. And that's what's so fantastic about Pilates. It gives you body awareness. Own your body. Feel your body. Acknowledge it. Good. Just give me 5 more of those. Keep the waist off the floor. Breathe out to lift your legs. Then bend your knees. Side of your feet together. Lift the knee to the ceiling. IT band, that white fascia that goes from hip to knee. It's not going anywhere. It stays still. It's doing its job. But because it's tight, because it's being held still, it will displace your knee and your hip. So it needs warmth, movement, massage to make sure that it loosens off. Otherwise it's going to cause all sorts of issues. Separate the knee and the hip. I can only do 5 of these. You might be able to do more. I can't. Your knee should look up to the ceiling, and then you bring the knee to the floor. Good work. Let's do a little bit more abdominal work. Towel underneath your head, square off your hips, pubic bone in line with pelvis, hands on the floor, and level one is a toe tap. Tap to the floor and breathe out, lift. Now, people will find that this works their thigh, so your job is to keep switching off the thigh. Others will feel it in their neck. Your job is to create that height in your towel to make sure your neck is comfy. Level two, push the back to the floor, lift the second leg, toes visible, release your back, now press your tummy. Alternate, toe taps is level two. So watch for those tight spots. Lots of people will clench their thighs because walking means that you use your quads a lot. Others will tighten through the hip, stop and stretch. Some will arch their back, stop, pull the tummy in. Others will arch their neck, stop, pull the towel under your head and soften. The whole point of this is it's a tummy exercise. Feel your tummy. Would you like to do a perfect sit-up? I thought you might. I'm going to use a hand weight. I'm going to place it just above my pubic bone, and it's going to remind me to keep my hips still. Raise the head so the ribs shoot to the hips and lower. Ribs to hips. Now, in the olden days, I like saying that, instructors used to ask you to look to the ceiling and bring your fingers to the temple. I can't do that. I have done too much dancing in my youth. My neck cannot withstand that. I would suggest you cradle your head with your hands and keep your elbows wide and let your eye gaze move naturally with the way you lift. You must get your shoulders off the floor. If the shoulders don't come up, then all you're doing is a neck exercise and not a nice one. So with your hand weight there, you get that sense that you're pulling the deep abdominal tight and you're working the ribs down to the hips. My neck is in heaven. Good. Go back to the band. Last little stretches. Band in the front leg. Slide the back leg away. There's your hamstring stretch. You're nearly finished. Start with that big stretch. It doesn't matter where your leg is, but make it straight. Even if it's down here, doesn't matter. It goes across two joints, and if the leg is straight, you're going to get the whole of the hamstring. Opposite hand on the band, take the leg across for the sciatic stretch. Delightful. Then hold the band in the same hand, take the leg wide and take the knee out in the opposite direction. Keep your hips square. It scares me in class when I work with people and they drop their foot, they're looking for the depth, and then the knee lifts and the bum lifts and the back twists. Hips to sky, eyes to the sky. Do that on the other side. Put the foot in the band, push the heel up, the toes down, and let the other leg stretch away. So we've given you lots and lots of information to keep you interested, to get that Pilates bug. Pilates is the basis of everything you do, from golf, squash, running, horse riding. We all need core strength, balance, and a really, really good core to keep our balance in line. These are lifestyle stretches. Everybody gets tight hamstrings. Everybody gets tight legs and lower back. So use these stretches as often as you can to release them. Same hand, bend your supporting knee, What are we going to do with the hips? To the sky. Eyes to the sky. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Adele from Adele's Pilates and Get Gorgeous, health coach, nutritionist. Well done. I will see you soon.